So, proof of reserves, the concept generally is the idea that any custodian or issuer that is holding customer assets should be able to demonstrate that they actually are holding a full reserve. Now, that concept takes a couple different shapes and forms. It's usually in three or four different ways. I'll explain two main ones. I think will help demonstrate the point. The first one is for exchanges, right? So when you deposit funds into an exchange, what happens on the back end is that you'll deposit, say, one Bitcoin. You're doing pretty good. Your account is credited with one Bitcoin. That is an entry on their database that says Ari has one Bitcoin. But on the back end, right, they actually receive that one Bitcoin. They might move it to a different omnibus wallet, etc. Right. So the idea of proof of reserves in the exchange situation is that when you sum up all those customer account credit balances that were just credited to Ari's account, to my account, to everyone's account, when you sum those up from their database, those liabilities should be less than the assets that they hold on behalf of those customers. So, in a proof of reserves in this context is essentially looking at that customer liabilities, right, that list, and then proving ownership of all the underlying assets and looking at the account balance of each address there, and then reconciling the two and saying, hey, do you have enough funds to cover customer liabilities?